CRM Association Manager includes everything you need to create and publish events within Sage CRM. You can also process registrations through your website and manage registrations after they've been received into the CRM system, including all financial transactions and online credit card payments. The process starts with the Event Management option, which you can find in the Association Manager menu within Sage CRM. Event Management is the first item in the list. This is where we can go to search through and create new events within CRM. Clicking New allows us to create a new event very easily. We have to supply a number of different values, such as the location of the event. I'm going to create an online event here. We can choose what event series this is a part of. Now, event series are related to season tickets, where you can sell a season ticket and record in CRM that an individual has purchased a season ticket, and a season ticket is attached to a series. For example, you could have a season ticket for all dinners, or all luncheons, or all online webinars. And if a person has a season ticket and this event falls within the valid dates on that season ticket, they'll be automatically registered into the event without you having to do anything. Give this event a name. Identify when the event starts. So this is the date and time. We'll choose the 28th at 1 p.m. until the 28th at 3:30 p.m. Give a description that you want to show up on the website and within CRM. So we'll see a CRM demo for everyone. Identify when you want this event to be listed on your website. So again, choose the date and time when it will start being available. We'll say 9 o'clock in the morning on November the 1st. And when do you want it to no longer appear on your website? We'll say the 29th at 11:30 p.m. This does not have to be before the event. You could have it stay on your website forever if you wanted to by picking a date long into the future. When do you want to allow people to begin registering online? This could be immediately upon the item being visible on your website, or it could be at some date later. For example, I can start online registrations on the 17th of November at midnight if I want to, and I can cut off online registrations at 11:30 p.m. the night before the actual event, and that will give me time on the day of the event to print name tags, send out confirmations, and do all of the other things that I might want to do before the event actually starts. Do you want this to be a featured event? I'll cover that on the website shortly. Do you want this to be on your website at all? If this is turned off, then your settings here for listing dates won't matter. If it's turned on, then those values will. And do you want to allow online registrations? Again, if that's not enabled, then your online registration dates are not going to matter. What's the maximum number of attendees to the event? How many do you actually expect? That's more for reporting. And then if this event is a child of a parent, you would choose the parent here. Now, this is the example of, say, a golf tournament. The golf tournament is a parent event, and people can register for the full golf tournament, or maybe people will register just for the dinner that happens after golf. In that case, if we were creating the dinner event, we would choose the golf tournament as its parent. And I'll just save the event details here. Now at this stage, what I need to do is go into the event and add any items that I want people to be able to buy. And those are called event items and are listed here. Now, you could have as many different items attached to an event as you would like. You could, for example, have a single ticket, a 2-pack, a 5-pack, a 10-pack. You could list your sponsorship here, title sponsor, secondary sponsor. You could have lots of different items, and each one requires the basic same information. You need a distribution code that will control how the revenue flows into the accounting system, and you can refer to your accounting provider for that information. Give the item a description, for example, a 2-pack of tickets. There you go. How many attendees does that include? Well, in this case, 2. You can imagine if you sold a sponsorship to the event, say for $1,000, it may include a couple of tickets so that people could come in and have lunch or dinner or whatever the event was. In that case, you would put the number of attendees there. is this item published on the internet? Not all items you're going to want to sell online. For example, your sponsorships you may not want to list on the website. You may have special items like VIP tickets that you're not selling, you're just using them in CRM to register people. In that case, it wouldn't be published online. The table flag indicates whether the people who receive these tickets want to sit together. So for example, a 2-pack, that doesn't necessarily mean that the people want to sit at the same table or be in the same group when they attend the event. Maybe they want to be as far away from each other as possible for networking reasons or whatnot. But if you choose the table flag, that indicates they want to sit together. And that would be used, for example, if you were selling a table of 8, a table of 10. If it was a golf tournament, maybe it would be a foursome and they all wanted to golf together, that sort of thing. If there are sub-events underneath this event, you'll be able to choose if they're included in the sale of this item. So again, thinking of the golf tournament, if you register for the full golf tournament, that also includes the dinner. So you would select the dinner here from the list of sub-events so that they could attend the dinner as well as the golf. Give it a price for a member and a non-member price. You can also have early bird pricing if it's enabled, and you can have an early bird member price as well as an early bird non-member price. And that's really all there is to configure an item. Now, Sage CRM will synchronize with your website every few minutes, and that can be from as little as 1 minute to 15 minutes or every hour, depending on what you've configured. When that configuration or that synchronization is complete, your website will be updated with your event information. This is a sample of a possible website. Now, the Association Manager provides you with all of the functionality to do all of these things, and then it's up to you to have your graphical wrapper put around it and make any customizations that might be appropriate. We can see here that the CRM demo that we configured in CRM is now present on the calendar. There it is on November the 28th. We could search through events if we wanted to, based on date, based on location, based on a keyword search. We can move through the calendar. Here's the list of featured events. You'll remember that we configured the event to be a featured one right here. Here's a list of upcoming events, so that'll show your next few upcoming events, which will of course be different than the featured events list if you have a whole bunch of events listed in the system. And that's our option here for the date of the event in terms of determining that it's upcoming. We can then click on the event to go in and see the details. There we go, the CRM demo for everyone, when it starts, when it ends, where it's located. We've got the items that are for purchase. That's the 2-pack of tickets that we just finished configuring for $40. Now the reason it's $40 is I have not yet logged into the website. So, and you can see that here. You must log in prior to checking out. As a result, the system does not know that I'm a member, and so I'm getting the non-member pricing. When I log in, if I am a member, and just because I log in doesn't necessarily mean I'm a member. There could be people who have accounts that are not members. Maybe they just attend your events, but they're not actually members. The pricing will be adjusted based on my account status. There's also an option here to schedule a reminder, and this is just for me as a web user. I can go in and ask the system to send me an email reminder 1 day, 2 days, or a week prior to the event, and I can punch in my email address, and then CRM will email me a reminder based on the schedule that I've selected here. I can take the item that I purchased, or that I want to purchase, and add it into my cart. You can see that my shopping cart now has 1 item. I could now go into other events and add multiple events into my cart if I wanted to, and then at some point I can go in and actually view the details of my cart to see what I've got and what the sum total of everything is, including taxes. Now, your website is fully integrated with CRM. You don't have to run your own website. The website will communicate with CRM over the internet by web services. And what's happening at this stage is that all of the details pertaining to taxes and everything else are being calculated by CRM, and the website is being delivered that information to be presented to the website user. Now once CRM has responded, what we'll see is the actual shopping cart. So we can see for the CRM demo, we've got a 2-pack of tickets. There's currently one in the shopping cart for $40 plus tax. Again, the tax details are all handled automatically for a total of $42. And I can, of course, either continue shopping or check out. Again, you would be overwrapping this with your own graphical layout, and if you wanted to make adjustments to the interface, you certainly could. I'm going to start checking out, and the first thing the system's going to do is say, hey, you need to log in. And at this point then, I have to punch in my login details. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now once I log in, the system will now know the details of my account status, including the fact, in this case, that I'm a member. And as you can see, the pricing has now then been adjusted down to the member pricing level. So now my price is $29.95, and as a result, the rest of the cart has recalculated appropriately. I can now complete my payment, which is going to allow me to put in my credit card details. I also have an opportunity at this point to modify my contact information that's on file. Any changes that I make here will flow back into CRM and update your core contact database, keeping everything in sync. I can put in my credit card details. CRM has full credit card integration and credit card processing. Now, one of the things that we do on the website is that the credit card is not actually processed by your website. Okay, what happens is that the credit card information will be taken from this form, highly encrypted, sent to CRM, and the credit card is actually processed on the CRM server. So your web server never stores the credit card information. It never uses the credit card information. All it does is sends it to CRM, which does all of the work. So in terms of security, it's very secure. You don't have to be worried about your website host having credit card information that can be stolen, because it's never stored or kept on the web server. It's only very briefly transferred from this form to CRM, which is a big step forward if you're concerned about things like PCI compliance, which is the standard for credit card processing. This is designed to pass a PCI audit with flying colors. When I click Finalize Payment, then what's happening is that credit card information is being sent to CRM, and like I said, it's highly encrypted before it's sent. CRM is then processing the credit card and is returning the results back to me here. And we can see that sure enough, the process was successful. There is my reference number, which I could take down for the amount being billed, and that completes my registration. Now what's going to happen is the CRM system will process the order usually within a few minutes of this being completed, will generate a receipt in PDF format and will email it to the customer based on your configuration. So everything here is automated, including all of the financial accounting transactions back in CRM. Now in CRM, if we go and look up this particular customer's account, what we're going to find is that sure enough, there is a sales opportunity that has been recorded in the system related to this registration, and here it is. And we can certainly go in and we can look at the details of the opportunity, including the invoice that was generated automatically. And there it is for the 2-pack of tickets. Okay, so at this point, however, this invoice has not yet been posted into ACPAC. Now that's going to happen on a scheduled basis, usually within a few minutes of the registration being completed. Once that process is done, we'll then be able to review this person's actual event registrations within the CRM system. Within a few minutes of the individual registering online, the invoice will be completely processed and the event registration will appear on their Event Registration tab. Here we can see the CRM demo registration for the 2-pack of tickets. We can also see the comments I entered in when I registered, as well as the invoice that's been generated in the accounting system. At this stage, the event registration is entirely complete. As an event administrator, what I can now do is I can use the Event Seating Planner to review the registrations and plan out the event. The Event Seating Planner is found on the Association Manager menu within Sage CRM and is the second item on the menu. I can search through the list of events that are configured into the system, find my particular event, and I can see the registrations and seating plan that are in place at this time. Currently, the only registration is the one that I just entered because it's a new event, but I can see that a 2-pack of tickets was sold, and as a result there are 2 seats within the event. If I now know the name of the other person who's going to attend along with Robert Barnes, I could enter the name in here. I may know that from talking to the registrant or through other communications that I might have received. I can then assign them to tables. Now, in this regard, I would probably have a seating plan for the venue or some other method of planning out the actual tables that are in use. I can supply any notes that I want, and I can save this at any time. Now, when I leave and I come back, everything will be saved. I can go ahead and do this process as many times as I would like until all registrations are complete leading up to the day of the event. Now, at any particular time, I can finalize this list, which actually doesn't mean finalize, but what it does allow me to do is send out a notice to the individuals, a seating confirmation. And I can go ahead and choose an email template from CRM to use and indicate who I want to send the confirmations to, everyone or just those who have not previously received a confirmation. The system will then give me a preview of what the email looks like, and in the CRM email templates you can of course make this look as sophisticated or as simple as you would like. You have full control over the template, and when I click send, then the system will send out email confirmations to everyone involved. And you can see here in the sent column whether they have been sent such a confirmation previously. If I then click finalize again and choose only to send to those who have not yet received, of course those individuals will not be sent a second confirmation. From a reporting perspective, you'll find that there are a number of different event reports that are on file within the system. You can generate seating reports or registration reports that will give you many pieces of information pertaining to who's registered and who's attending. At any time, you can use the reports function within CRM to view any event-related reports and determine who's registered, when they registered, and other such information. There's a number of different reports installed with the system, including an event seating list and an event registrations list that you can run at any time to check on the status of your event. As a user of Sage CRM and the Association Manager, you have the ability to process registrations for events right within CRM. Now, this is in addition to the fact that your members and users have the ability to register on the website. Locate the particular person's file that you're interested in, and you'll notice that there's a Register for Events option in the workflow area. When you click on it, you're going to get an event search screen, which you can then use to locate the event that you wish to have the person registered in. Search based on date, find the event that you're interested in, the CRM demo, and you'll be able to view some details about the event as well as a listing of all of the items that are available for sale. The price that's displayed will automatically reflect the member's status. Unlike the website, where it's possible to see a non-member price even though you're a member until you log in, CRM knows automatically if this person is entitled to member-based pricing. If we want to add this item into the cart, we can click on it. That will add it into the cart and take us directly there. We could go through this process multiple times, adding many different things into the cart and having one single checkout for all of them. Here's the cart with the items listed. At this point, I could go ahead and add another event. I could change the quantity by increasing it or decreasing it, or I could proceed to checkout. When I proceed to checkout, the system will display the invoice to me for all of these items and allow me to process it. This is a standard CRM Association Manager invoice, and the process is the same as any other invoice. In fact, I could, for example, print a document, say a physical invoice, and email it off to this member or this particular customer so that they could remit payment by check. Or I could continue processing it via Visa by converting it to order, processing the payment, which would use the integrated credit card processing. If I have a credit card number already on file for this individual, I can of course reuse it. This will just take a few seconds. Once it's complete, I'll of course either get an accept or a decline. This was an accept for $31.45. I can then complete the process by posting the invoice into ACPAC. Once an invoice is posted into ACPAC, the work is complete and the customer is now fully enrolled.